Hey everybody, Namo here. I know I said I wouldn't be doing probably any vlogs anytime lately because of my medication, but I'm already a week in to my antibiotic regimen and I haven't really had any problems. Of course, you know, the typical with antibiotics, run to the bathroom every half hour or so, but as far as my stomach issues goes, it's been just kind of indigestion and heartburn, just constant. But it hasn't been any pain. But we also, my fiance's son has some GI issues, and his GI doctor recommended for stomach pain and indigestion and stuff like that, peppermint green tea sweetened with honey. So I've been drinking that after every meal, pretty much every time I eat, even with snacks I'll have one, and it's done pretty well. My stomach's doing a lot better. But we're not here to talk about my health. I did some things yesterday. Kind of regret not filming it while I did it, but here's the aftermath. So let me change the camera and I'll show you. Okay, so here's where the shed used to be. You see how rotten and nasty that was? I mean, it was pretty bad. I didn't think it was this bad, but I mean, straight through. Just, they used plywood as a base. They didn't seal it. Just straight through. And most of the boards are busted up. So we got it off that base, and we used, there's my dog, we used 3 8-foot 2x4s that we would set there, and there, and we'd slide the shed. We went all the way up around this way and up this little bitty hill, and there it is on the concrete pad like originally planned. Oh yeah, we had a fire last night. So we got the shed up here. It's on the ground. It's a bit of a hassle to do. We also, I've got to do some slight repairs because we popped some of the screws. But I can actually walk in here now, and the floor doesn't wave. So at this point in time, it's actually not secured. So I'm going to run a 2x4 the length of that wall, and another one the length of that wall. We're going to tap con them. That way this thing stays together. And as you can see, there's some gaps. I mean, it was a pretty cheap shed when they bought it, it looks like. And like I said, with this issue, I'm not really sure how I'm going to fix it because these screws have all been stripped out. You know, see, there's not going to be anything to grab to. See, all stripped out, but it runs up all the way up to there. But I don't know, we got some construction adhesive at work left over from some retaining blocks that I can probably use. And this bows in a lot, but I can always reinforce that too. Just the amount of 2x4s and plywood that I would need to reinforce these walls is still a tiny fraction of what it would cost just to get a new shed. So this one was already here, we're going to use it. So we're going to get cleaned up. He just got a bath, seriously. Good job, dog. So we're gonna get the shed cleaned up. Today, apart from my errands I need to run to town, I need to start moving all my plants here. So there's my roses, there's some of my bushes and my perennials, and then my native perennials. Well, some of my native perennials. I don't have all native perennials, but there's my prickly pear cactus. And those are actually, believe it or not, native to Kentucky. So here's my trees. And they've all gone dormant. I need to get all these up near the shed. That way when they call for frost overnight, I can get them put in and get them protected. So the grapevine that's plaguing our drop off has gone into dormancy. So now you can actually see down into the backyard. Let me actually just go up as far as I can. So I don't know if, let me see, I have a zoom in here, don't I? I can't, oh wait, hold on, zoom. Okay, so that's all just, all right, there's that rock. There should be some fence, there they are, right there. Alright, don't think I can zoom in anymore. Alright, there's, see the fence posts right there? That's the bottom of the property. There we go. Alright, we're good. So yeah, that's the bottom of the property. Phone's starting to heat up because of the sun. But yeah, I gotta clean up that grapevine sometime soon so that I can, you know, we can actually have a nice looking backyard and a good view from here. Gotta get the, like I said, plants moved up here beside the shed. That way I can maintain them easier. And then they can go in the shed when it gets too cold. And yesterday we also pulled all the nails out of all the scrap wood from these steps. So now you can actually see the full plant bed of how it will look once it's all done. So all this scrap wood, I mean, it's usable. I don't know what I'm going to use it for. I was thinking about doing a little like deck patio type thing around the fire pit, but that fire pit was really hot last night, and we would be sitting way too close if I did that. But here's the front porch. I want to put the steps leading to the house there because eventually this deck's going to come down and we're going to connect from here, wrap around the house to go to the original existing deck, which is this one right here. And you can see where they had to have the deck for the pool so high, they put a ramp up. And I mean, there's the corner of the house. I've hit my head on that a few times. It's not fun. So here's our actual back deck. I'm still not sure about what I'm going to do with that little metal shelter deal thingy. It's bolted into the deck and all the canvas is gone, but don't know what I'm going to do with it. So yeah, that's all the projects we did yesterday and kind of my game plan. It's where I'm going from here. Still got a lot to do. It's kind of hot today already. So we're still going to continue having hot days. We have already had one frost. And my plants have survived it, so it should be okay. We'll just get them up to the shed so I can put them in, and they should be fine from there. Like I said, I gotta take some caulking, probably fill in some of those holes, those gaps, get it tight and secure so that it can actually retain some heat, kind of like a cold frame. But I'm also going to get a couple bales of straw just to cover up all my plants over winter so that they get some insulation. So that's the game plan as we go from here for outside projects. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update of what we're doing. And oh, hold on. So once I get all this cleaned up and all that concrete and cinder blocks busted out, we're going to be putting in our compost pile right here. There's my tumbler. So what I do with it is I pull the compost out of the pile, put it in the tumbler. We got pots in there right now, but there's some soil down in there. So what I do is I mix about a half and half of compost and Pro Mix and spin it around in there just so I can plant some plants, you know, pots and plants, because a lot of these need dividing from time to time, and I always find new plants at work, new trees at work, bring them home, just pot them up, give them home. So that's it. That's my update for the day. So any more projects we do, I'll try and get some video of it as we're doing it. It's kind of hard to do that because I'm never carrying this mic around all the time, so audio when I do that might be kind of bad, but we'll keep going, keep doing stuff. I'll keep you updated, and we'll try and have fun.